everybody. John Ponica with the Mojave Valley Daily News. This is your daily dose for Wednesday,
Hump Day!
September 1st. September, man.
Already,
What the
yeah.
heck?
Crazy. You notice it cooled down this morning?
Yeah.
It's like the weather changed. It knew it was September.
It's like, here you go.
Yep.
Here's a little fall weather, a little taster for you.
I like it.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
I know.
So it's just Jeff and I in the studio today, no Mike, so we locked the door and we're going to stay here as long as we want.
He's
So,
kidding.
This could be a half hour, it could be 45 minutes. We might be here till lunch. I don't know. We got a lot to see. So should we jump in?
Let's do it.
All right.
It's brought to you by...
This is brought to you by the TRISTATE Radiology Center. At the TRISTATE Radiology Center, located in Fort Mojave, your images will be read and available within 24 hours. No need to wait several days to get your images to your doctor, which is very, very cool. Call today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. And remember, TRISTATE Radiology Center, your image means the world to us.
Brenda said that, I told you, John, if I washed my truck, it'll rain.
Yep, thank you, Brenda. You can stop washing it. I was supposed to get my windshield changed out this morning, and I'm not sure that's going to happen now.
Not in the rain.
Thanks a lot, Brenda.
Mm.
All right, we got a couple of breaking news stories. First, we're going to start with Alabama. The legendary country music group Alabama has postponed its concert for this weekend. They postponed it a year. They rescheduled it for September 10th of 2022. When we first heard this yesterday, we thought, all right, this has probably something to do with the Anthony Martinez is on there. I need to talk to you, brother. We thought that it had something to do with COVID. It doesn't. It has to do with the fires, which we're not really understanding. They were supposed to have a show on Friday in Reno, and because of the smoke and everything, that got canceled, or that got moved to September 9th. For some reason, they said, all right, we're just going to do Laughlin next year too. So I don't know that we have any more information on it. If you have tickets already to the show, your tickets will be honored a year from now when they do it, or else you can get a refund, but you can only get a refund for the next 30 days. If you don't submit for a refund before October 1st, you will have to go to the concert next year, or you can stop by our office and drop the tickets off for us.
True.
Right?
We'll wait for a year.
We'll wait a year.
Yeah.
I have a concert that I was supposed to go to in a couple of weeks was postponed once, is postponed again, and now it's next year. So hopefully we'll get to go next year.
Uh-huh.
All right, our other breaking news, I forgot to mention, today's breaking news is brought to you by New Image Primary Care, now scheduling appointments within 7 days. Call for an appointment at 928-299-2588.
Yes.
Federal judge sentences man in 2015 abductions, or as it says in the paper, abductions.
Whoops. Whoops.
This is Jimmy Carter Kim. Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. What a name.
Jimmy Carter Kim, 32. He's been in state and federal custody since his arrest in December of 2015. This guy, man. So he pled guilty to state and federal courts to crimes stemming from the abduction and rape of 2 teenage girls. One of them was a Bullhead City girl, 15-year-old Bullhead City girl. He's getting a little bit more than 15 years in federal prison, lifetime supervision as a top-tier sex offender. All right? He blamed this on his mother, the death of his mother, that put him in a dark place. So he was in a dark place and decided that he was going to abduct and rape young girls. It was a 14-year-old Bullhead City girl. She eventually had escaped and got to the police department and went through the whole deal with them. They ended up caught him. Listen to this. So this guy gets 15 years. See, when Mike's not in here, I can editorialize a little bit more. So this guy gets 15 years on these charges that he got. State prosecutors dropped 81 other charges.
Wow.
They dropped 81 charges, charged him with these couple of charges, and gave him 15 years. He's already served is coming up on 6 years that he served. They're not going to give him credit for that. They're going to start with, as soon as he goes, well, he's sentenced now, so his 15 years starts now. But some of these other charges, more kidnapping, sexual assault, lewdness, sexual battery, use of a minor in producing pornography. He could have got life in prison, and the 32-year-old gets 15 years. One thing, and I'm not going to give you my opinion on this. I'm just going to, Jeff Lenane says jail justice will take care of this. Listen to this. Kim complained Tuesday that he was the victim of unspecified violence by other inmates. You think?
Just wait.
Yeah, prisoners don't like the
That's
fact
just the
that
beginning, Mr. Kim.
prisoners don't like they don't like those kind of
Yes,
criminals.
I agree. So he's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy, and things are going to get ugly when he gets there. Yeah, for sure. All right, water system transfer remains on hold. This is the whole EPCOR thing. So the story is kind of difficult to understand. I'm going to try and break it down for you as easily as I can. So we know that Judge Gertler is the one that said, all right, this is the bond amount. They set the bond amount at 80 million. The city got a thing for 90 million, and they decided to move forward. They'd set August 30th as a date that they were going to be turning, that the city was going to be taking over EPCOR. Now, on August 13th, the law firm that's representing EPCOR filed a motion. It's called a lodging proposal order for immediate possession. The city filed it on August 13th, saying that they wanted to take immediate possession. On August 20th, the EPCOR attorneys filed an objection. The city responded on August 24th, changed some of the language, and said, all right, here we go. On August 27th, 3 days before the takeover, their attorneys filed another argument. The city responded on August 30th, asking for them to expedite this and get this done. And the Judge Gertler, although he retired on June 30th, he's still the judge in charge of this, so he still has to look over all of these, the file by EPCOR, the response by the city, the new filing by EPCOR, the response by the city. As Toby says, the city hopes the judge rules in short order because the residents of Bullhead City are now caught in the middle of these EPCOR tactics.
And remember, he's in Tahiti, drinking a cold one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So it's what we've seen
He's on
from
vacation is
EPCOR
what I
all
meant.
along. Yeah, it's what we've seen all along from EPCOR, and it's just continuing. And I don't know that it's even EPCOR. It seems like it's their attorneys just doing everything they can. Maybe that's what they were told to do, but doing everything they can. All right, let's go to happier news. Community
do it.
theater.
Okay.
So after, I think it's been 2 years, a little bit more than a year, since we've had the River Cities Community Theater players out there doing plays, along with the Ghost Light Children's Theater. It's two separate groups, but they both kind of do the same thing. They're both community theater. They are both ready to fire it back up. In fact, the River Cities Community Theater players have a show coming up, Silent Sky. It's September 9th and 10th at noon and at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. September 9th and 10th, 2 p.m. September 11th and 12th, over at the Sunlink Center, which is their new permanent location, thanks to the city. The city helped them out with giving them a permanent location. So there's two parts to it. There's River Cities Community Theaters. They're doing a thing called Silent Sky. You see this picture of the three ladies. That's Loretta Lawrence, Julia Geringer, and Nicole Caputo, rehearsing for Silent Sky. That's the first one. And then you also have the Ghost Light Theater, which is the children's version of the community players. They're in rehearsal right now for Annie Jr., and that will be performed October 15th at 7 p.m. and October 16th at 2 and 7 p.m. So we got a full schedule of what they plan coming up, and it's really cool to see them back in action. So
Good luck to the theater.
go and check them out. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot of fun.
Where are we going next, John?
A lot of interesting things. There was listen to this. And you and I didn't talk about this before the show, so I just wanted you to hear this. Man attacked by alligator in Ida's floodwaters. This guy, out in his backyard, because of the floodwaters, this guy, there was an alligator in his yard and didn't know anything about it. His wife was inside. He was 71 years old. His wife was inside, and she heard a commotion. She went outside, and an alligator in their backyard, in the standing water in their backyard, had him in a death roll. That's where it grabs and then does the spinning thing.
That's a kill roll for sure.
Yep. It ripped off his arm. When the attack stopped, the man's wife pulled him out of the floodwaters, ran inside to get first aid supplies. When she saw how serious it was, she jumped in her canoe because, can't drive.
Yeah.
Everything's flooded. She went about a mile to get help. When she came back, he wasn't there, and they haven't been able to find him.
The alligator maybe came back and got him
Maybe
again?
came back to
Finish his
finish
job?
the meal. I
Wow.
don't know. Pretty sad. But
That teaches them a lesson. Don't mess with no alligator.
and do not get in the floodwaters.
Yes.
I think we're safe here.
She's lucky. Yeah, here we are. She's lucky that she got away in that canoe.
Yeah. All right, let's see what
Horrible
else we got.
story.
Do you need a case of chicken of the sea or star-kissed tuna?
I like tuna.
Do you want a case?
Looks like a good deal.
It does look like a good deal. I like tuna too, but I'm not going there. All right, Laughlin Times.
Okay.
More good news. Work on the second bridge expected to begin soon. This is the bridge down off of the Parkway past the Anderson Auto Group Fieldhouse. I know that over the last couple of years they've been doing a lot of testing out there to check the ground in the river to make sure it can handle the footings. This is what the proposed bridge is going to look like. 724 feet long. They are expecting that they will start doing site work before the end of November of this year. So we're only a couple months away. So we should be seeing that starting here pretty soon. There's going to be some restrictions on the river, obviously, while they're working there. So just if you are going through there, just keep an eye on things and watch out for the construction work that they're going to be doing. So there's going to be speed limits and areas that are closed off when you get down in that area. Please be careful. Then we also have a concrete idea. Food bank gets new parking lot. This is the food bank, the Colorado River Food Bank out in Laughlin. They were having some issues with the concrete outside of their loading dock there. You see them standing there by the loading dock. They get delivery trucks. Jennifer asked when the new sports segment is starting. Can you let her know? So they had to pour some new concrete. The trucks were tearing it up. They were having a hard time getting their forklifts in there to do the things that they needed to do. So the Clark County came out, paid for it. It was $29,850, and they now have a new 2,600 square foot parking lot made of reinforced concrete. So that's pretty sharp. They're in good shape. So congratulations to them. Then we also have the blood donors sought. They had a blood drive at the Tropicana's Coronado Room on Friday. We don't have information in here on how many people actually went out and donated, but it was a bunch. But there's still an urgent need. With everything that's happened over the last year, there's still an urgent need for blood. In this area, in this region, they need 700 donors a day just to meet their needs. Those blood donations, you can read in here, has a 42-day shelf life. So, you never know what's going to happen. So, if you can, this is the same group that I use, Vitalant, VITALANT.org. You can check and see where blood drives are coming up. You can also go and set one up if you want to have one at your office or if you want to have one at your RV park or whatever. You can get a hold of them and set one up. It's really needed, especially if you're O negative. If you're O negative, they need you. I think that's the universal one. All right, let's go to the entertainer. Seem like a winner?
You got it. We're on it.
All right, so on the cover there you have the beautiful Miranda Lambert. She's going to be at the Laughlin Event Center this weekend. You also have Alabama. So even though they're not going to be here now for a year, you can read all about them. Did you know they're all cousins?
I did not.
I did not either.
Wow.
Read it right here.
Pretty cool. Learn something every day.
Todd Gentry, Randy Owen, and Jeff Cook, cousins, started playing in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and they've put out a lot of great music over the years. So it's really, really good to see. Feels So Right. That's a good song.
It's just a bummer they canceled.
It is a bummer they canceled. On the next page, we have a thing here called Labor Day Weekend. It's just a bunch of different places that are going to have things going on over the Labor Day weekend that you might want to take advantage of. Some of them are food. Obviously, that caught my eye right away, the food stuff.
No, not the food.
There's a rack of ribs up here that I'm thinking about eating the page. That's how good they look. So, like the Brew Brothers, I really enjoy the Brew Brothers that are there. But it also has the Riverside Resort celebrate the end of summer with a pool party at the Riverside South Tower Pool. DJ Vegas Vibe will be playing. And they got a little ad in here, too. So that looks like that could be a lot of fun. It's sponsored by Firestone Walker and Tequila Patron. You have to say it that way, Patron.
Patron.
Yeah. And then we got the story here on Miranda Lambert and her history and what's, a breakdown of album by album and song by song, and a lot of really good information about that. She is playing at the East Center on Saturday, September 4th. You know what else is Saturday, September 4th?
I don't. Tell me.
It's my birthday.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Thank you. So 7 o'clock, she will be at the East Center.
It'll be 21?
Again, for the 36th time.
Oh, boy.
This isn't on the cover, but I wanted to point it out, a couple of things here. They have a Eagles tribute band called Desperado that they come every year and they play, and they have a huge following. Go and check them out. They have a nice story in here on how they came together. That is at the Don's Celebrity Theater at the Riverside. It starts tonight at 8 o'clock. Tonight through Sunday, they play at 8 o'clock. So if you had those Alabama tickets and you got a room over there, go down and see Desperado and check them out. I love the Eagles music, and these guys are
pretty
supposed
good
to
at
be
it,
one
yeah.
of the best. Yeah. Marley Nichols, happy anniversary, Marley. All right, and then one last thing in here. I know that we're going long, but I told you I'm staying here as long as we want. On Saturday, so in the back of it we have Doug McDonald. Doug does a sports thing every week, his predictions, and it's always against the spread and all that. And I found it interesting. His first one he has here is Georgia-Clemson college football. Clemson's one of the teams last year was number one.
Clemson Tide, yeah.
Yep.
Huge.
No, the Clemson Tigers.
Tigers, right.
Yeah. And they are one of the teams picked again this year to be possible national champions. His prediction is that they're going to lose the first game of the year right off the bat to Georgia. Georgia's tough, but Clemson is a 3.5-point favorite. But right off the gate, he went out there and he said, all right.
He's a professional at it.
Supposedly.
Well, we'll see after the game. How's that?
We'll see.
How professional he was.
Yeah, we'll see how close he was. He's got a few other ones. He's got Florida State and Notre Dame and some baseball and all that. But if you never saw it, check it out. He does a pretty good job. All right, let's go to our sports.
Sports it is.
Not a whole lot going on, although this is interesting. Arizona online sports betting sites now open for registration. So this has been happening over the last couple of years. Since 2018, 22 states have legalized sports gambling. Arizona just did. So starting on September 9th, fans can walk up to places like the FanDuel Sportsbook and bet on professional sports. So it doesn't have to be at a casino. Some of them are, and what does Marley mean allegedly?
I don't know. I didn't catch that one. Oh, allegedly a professional? Maybe.
That could be. So it's kind of interesting. So you can already do sports gambling at the casinos, obviously, but this is going to open them up. They even talked about having these things set up inside, like the Cardinal Stadium.
Oh, wow.
Where you could go in there and bet. They also do something that is called.
It's not a bad idea. They do it for horse racing.
Yeah. They have a thing called in-play betting. And this is the ability for you to, at any point during a game, go up and bet on that game that's already going on. So you could be watching the Patriots-Cowboys game and say, all right, I think in the second half the Cowboys are going to do better or whatever. That's kind of cool to do.
I want to add that Mojave County Raceway is going to have some racing this Saturday night as well.
Really?
So there's some sports for you.
There is some sports.
Yeah, local sports. Get out there and support our track, guys.
Yes. All right. Kind of interesting stuff.
Where are we going now?
Today in history.
All right, let's hear it.
This is kind of crazy. So on September 1st, 1939, World War II began as Nazi Germany invaded Poland. Okay? In 1945, again today, 1945, Americans received word of Japan's formal surrender that ended World War II. Because of the time difference, it was September 2nd in Tokyo, but here in the United States, it is September.
Yeah, she's got a relative racing in a 6A car.
Oh, right on.
Well, good luck to him.
Good. Yeah, see, people are trying to get in, but Jeff locked the door.
We locked it up, yep. Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they'll keep it down.
Sorry,
out there.
can't come in.
All right, let's go to the weather.
Okay, weather.
Weather's brought to you by Living Waters Hospice, your hometown hospice. Together we can make a difference. Well, it was raining when I came in. They say it's a 20% chance of thunderstorms today, but it was raining when I came in. Tomorrow, sunny, 104. Friday, sunny and 108. Saturday, sunny and 108. And Sunday, partly cloudy with a high around 109. So a little bit more rain today than things.
Still some heat.
Just in time for the weekend. It'll clear up, be sunny and beautiful. Yeah, so I don't know that we're gonna. You know what? I'm gonna be on vacation for the next week. So Jeff's gonna be here, and anybody can sit in this chair and be the talking head. But Jeff is the guy that runs the show, so you guys are in good hands. However, on the 9th, I fly back in late at night on the 9th. I'll be here back on the 10th. On the 9th, Jeff will be dropping a video that we shot yesterday with Matt Curtis over at Anderson.
Our new show.
It's called The Huddle. It is a preview of the week's football action.
Kind of your picks. You know, you guys do a pick situation in it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And so we're going to take turns. It's going to be me and Matt Curtis. And then we're also going to be having Matt Hanrahan, the owner of Baron Pest, is going to be in on alternating weeks. And two very knowledgeable football fans. I spent a little bit of time talking football with Matt Hanrahan before, and he's good. How can we not get rid of that Clayton guy? That guy just gives me grief.
He likes you. That's just love,
If I
John.
wanted
That's
that
just
kinda-
love, John. That's love. You're good.
If I wanted that grief, I'd have stayed home.
Oh, boy.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, you better be.
I'm going on vacation for a week. I need to be cool.
Yes, you do.
So it's going to be great. So tune in. It's 4 o'clock on Thursday.
Yep,
so
4 p.m. Thursday, we'll drop the video.
Yeah, this
It's not
one's-
going to be live.
This week it's not going to be
No,
live.
not yet.
The plan is that it will be live, and we'll take your interaction and maybe get your predictions.
We
and
will
stuff
work
like
on that because that's going to be a whole new show.
Yeah, brand new show. We got a new sponsor. We're also going to be doing something in the newspaper where you can predict your games that go along with this. So it's going to be very cool. So
Yeah,
check
we
it
do
out.
need you to fill in if you'd like. I wouldn't mind at all.
We have some things going on with some changes that are going to be happening, and so
Stay tuned.
you may see Jennifer sooner than you
You
think.
never know.
Yeah. All right.
I think we nailed it.
I guess I can't stretch this out any longer.
Nah,
huh?
we've stretched it pretty far.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Put Jeff in your seat. I agree. Jeff
Yeah,
could do
I
it.
could do this show myself, no problem.
He's got to click in all the things, though.
Nah, no problem. I'll put the mouse over there.
Look, Look, Clayton, we'll take this offline. Don't forget that you still have to sit in here wearing a Milwaukee Bucks hat because you picked the Suns over my Bucks. So when you start learning sports, then you can actually chime in about sports. Until then, just stick to printing.
All right.
All right. This has been brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. The Tri-State Radiology Center offers same or next day appointments, and they accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal. They have a wide-open MRI and digital x-rays with your reports ready in 24 hours. Call them today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. Thank you, everybody. I will see you in a week. Jeff, thanks, brother.
Yeah, we'll see you in a week.